Hello folks, this is David Schlossberg from Assured Concepts Group with an educational economic update for April of 2019. In this month's video, I'll discuss some of the major headlines that influenced the markets in March. I'll also provide insight into what these developments can mean for you as an investor. The first quarter of 2019 is behind us, and major domestic indexes have posted a strong performance for the year so far. Between January and March, the S&P 500 gained 13.1%, its best first quarter since 1998. The Dow Industrials and the NASDAQ Composite also posted double-digit increases during that same time. While all three indexes were up in March, their monthly gains were relatively small. The S&P 500 added 1.8%, the Dow hung on to a 0.1% gain, and the NASDAQ was up by 2.6%. Questions about the strength of both global and domestic growth contributed to market performance during the month. Domestically, we had plenty to consider. The final reading of economic growth in 2018's fourth quarter lowered to 2.2%. Despite this downward revision, real gross domestic product was up by 2.9% in calendar year 2018. However, the fourth quarter's slower pace reflected concerns that momentum from the 2017 corporate tax cuts may be starting to slow down. We saw these worries play out as Treasury yields fell and the yield curve inverted. What this development means is that the yield on short-term Treasury bills and notes exceeded that of the 10-year Treasury bond. This type of inversion on T-bills and notes hadn't happened since 2007. Some investors believe that this occurrence should mean that an economic slowdown may be in the future. During its March meeting, the Federal Reserve confirmed that economic growth had slowed. The Fed stated its intention not to raise rates in the near future and removed any rate increase projections for 2019. Chairman Jerome Powell also reinforced, however, that both economic fundamentals and the labor market do remain strong. On the international front, the European Central Bank cut its estimate for 2019 economic growth to 1.1% and announced a new stimulus program. These updates contributed to market uncertainty, especially as both Canada and Australia also appeared to have slowing economies. Wall Street reacted to this news by posting several days of losses. In addition, the ongoing question of what will happen with Brexit continued to play out in the background throughout the month. Although markets may be experiencing uncertainty regarding both global and domestic growth, all news was not negative in March. In the U.S., the latest data showed modest gains in personal income, new home sales, and consumer sentiment. Apparent progress in the trade talks with China also led U.S. markets to end the month on a high note. As you can see, a lot of moving parts and key perspectives are affecting investors right now. We'll continue to monitor these developments in April and try to determine what might lay ahead for economic growth, both in the U.S. and abroad. Well, that's it for this month's educational economic update. Please remember that nothing we talk about here is a recommendation, and if you'd like to discuss your personal financial situation, please give us a call at 847-426-1077. We'd be happy to talk. Once again, this is David Schlossberg with Assured Concepts Group, signing off for the month of April 2019. Thank you.
If you would like to discuss your portfolio or personal financial needs, please contact us at 847-426-1077. Nothing stated in this presentation should be considered an offer of a securities product nor an investment strategy. The advisors of Assured Concepts Group offer securities and investment advisory services through FSIC. FSIC is a member of FINRA and SIPC.